I recently seen the following quote on a website by an unknown author. Getting to know someone for yourself is better than listening to somebody's opinion on someone. I feel very strongly about that, and that's why I'm here to introduce myself. I'm 22 years old and I celebrate my birthday on December 18th. I have a wonderful fiance, and together we have a chocolate lab and 2 cats. I met my fiance through his cousin, who was a friend of mine at the time, and we started dating a year later. I think the funny story tied to my life is his proposal. He told me he just wanted to take me to a nice dinner. Of course, I questioned him, and he came back with, well, it's not like I'm going to propose or anything. So, me, my fiance, and my best friend went to dinner, and we were walking around the mall, and he just kept going to the bathroom, and he was acting weird and whispering, and so I, whatever. So we go to the restaurant, and he just has to go to the bathroom again. And so I'm thinking, man, is he sick? So we eat our meal, we order dessert. The dessert comes, and on the plate is written, "Will you marry me?" And my ring is on there. And so I said yes, and that was just the funniest thing to me, is because he had me so convinced that he wasn't proposing, we weren't getting married anytime soon, and that's my fiance. But another big part of my life is my dog, Gracie. She's our chocolate lab, and she is probably the most important thing to me in the world, other than my family, of course. But that's Gracie. I think she's so significant to my life because she makes me a better person, believe it or not, for a dog. I know. We rescued her, so she is so grateful for a loving home, that she's so affectionate and so loving. And I just think that having that affection to come home to every evening from such a grateful being is made me a better person. But another big part of my life is my father. He has been there for me through everything. Every obstacle I have ever faced, he has been there for me. He has missed work for weeks to be there in the hospital with me when I've had my shunt and everything. So he's a big part of my life. I haven't had an easy life, but not everybody does. My childhood was really, really rough, as well as my late teen years. When I was 17, I was diagnosed with pseudotumor, which is a disease that affects your optical nerves, your optic nerve, and was causing me to lose my vision. I've had 2 years worth of multiple spinal taps. Well, actually, I went through 2 years worth of multiple spinal taps before I had my shunt surgery. And that was in August 2010. Since then, I've had a few, but for the most part, I'm okay. I live day to day. Every day I have pain, but life goes on. I just chose to live my life the way I normally would, instead of wallowing in my own self-pity, because everybody's life is going to have hardships, and why just focus on mine? I've done mean things and hurt people because of pain, and they've given me a second chance. So I feel that everybody deserves a second chance. I I just don't believe in giving up on somebody the first time they do something wrong. And that's why I'm glad I got to introduce myself, so you know me better. If I had to choose, though, I would probably still go through the things that I have in my life, because I do not think I would be the strong young woman I am today. The things I've been through make me a better person. I never thought I would drop out of high school, but I did. I never thought I would suffer from the disease I have, but I did. I do. But I'm turning my life around. I got my GED 6 months after I dropped out, and I'm going to school pursuing my bachelor's degree. I'm glad I had this opportunity to introduce myself, and I hope that we'll have a chance to interact in the future.